World of YouTube out you here, and happened to just go over 2017 rock and roll, Hall of Fame. Oh my God. OMG, whatever you want to call stupid shit. Oh man. I am glad that I have not once purchased a Journey album with the new singer. I am glad that I have not went to one show with that new singer. And I can see why Mr. Steve Perry did not want to perform with his old band. I can see why. And I read an interview and took a picture of it, screenshot, of Jonathan Cain even bad-mouthing Steve Perry. And to me, and I've been meaning to get this out for a long time, I do have another video up of course, bands with egos in Neil Schoen. Scholl is one of them. Now I got to say, Jonathan Cain, you too have an ego. You guys just are completely stupid. Your musical talents, yes, deserve to be into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but for you to put down Mr. Steve Perry like you did, for you to replace Steve Perry like you did, that was ignorance, that was an egotistical, how would you say, low blow to do. And listening to your Separate Ways videos with the new video with this new singer, oh man, I laugh. Yeah, I got this radio show last week, or the day after the Hall of Fame aired, and I didn't watch it because of the simple fact of that's why Steve Perry didn't perform. And I mean, I give the biggest salute. I watched his speech he gave. And I could see, you know what, he can hide it all he wants, but I know the tension between him and that band is there. I mean, yes, it was that producer that he thanked in the audience that got him there, and someone got a hold of his demo tape and everything. But I'm going to tell you something right now. And if it wasn't for Steve Perry, Journey would have just been an instrumental band. And they weren't going nowhere. They were 3 albums in. 3 albums in. And still not going nowhere. And I'm sure the guy in the audience, Steve Perry thanked, I forget his name, but I'm for sure that guy was sitting back and sitting there thinking, you know what, this band needs a singer. They got the musical talent. Believe me, I caught the first 3 albums. I did buy them, respectfully. Check them out. I dig the music. It was good. But it wasn't as good as when they got Mr. Perry in the band. You know what they should... You know what, Jonathan Cain should not think about, oh, this new singer we got has been on the road 10 years straight, talking about how he's been on the road more than Steve Perry has. You know what? I'd rather have gone through the tension and excitement. Although I didn't get to catch you guys, because I was too young at the time. Sucks to say, to catch any of your shows. There was no way I would have been 8 years old. In the time you guys broke up at, say, 86. Yeah, I wasn't getting much money to go to your concert. I'm damn sure for sure that I wouldn't be able to get a ride there at the times that I had. But, talking about, I would have sat there and waited for you guys to either come to a show or make an album, and then to listen to you guys talk about this new singer that's hit the road more than Steve Perry. I would have enjoyed the wait. Because that's what the band is there for. It's just like, you could say Metallica. They haven't been on the road for a long time. All of a sudden, new album out, bang, the shit goes platinum. Bang, they're on tour. Bang, sold out shows. People like to wait sometimes. Who cares if your new singer has been out on tour 10 years straight? To me, honestly, hearing that performance and hearing him for the first time, he don't get the yells in high note-pitched screams that Steve Perry does, which a radio station said that he does it, and they think he does it a little better, but you know what? I don't think so. That guy's voice is more deeper when he does his, high pitch, yeah, and all that. I mean, his is deeper, and you can tell. There's no hell and way you're gonna... you know what? He might have done Journey good for these years that he's been in the band. But guess what? You never, ever can replace the original. Even look at the controversy with AC/DC after hearing Brian Johnson couldn't play no more because he was on the verge of going permanently deaf. So they go out and hire Axl Rose to sing. Why? Because, Brian Johnson couldn't do some of the songs that Bon Scott did and da-da-da-da. Yeah, you know what? There ain't gonna never be an original. You can't replace the original. And replacing Steve Perry like they did, now I see why the bitterness. I seen it in Steve Perry's face on that stage when I just watched the video, and there still is some bitterness. Alright? He wants to tell them all, really. When he swore on stage, I'm for damn sure Steve Perry wanted to tell them all go fuck themselves. Alright? Because I know if I was him and going through a surgery back in the day, like he said in an interview, told him, hey, do what you gotta do, but they go replace him, can't wait for him. You know what? That's just low, stone cold, blow to the gutter, low loins. And that's just sick, man. And then to hear him, that new singer, sing at the Hall of Fame, that was nothing. People brag and say, oh, that guy's great. He sounds just like... You don't sound nothing like him. You know what? I can tell that when I hear a voice in my head of a singer and how they always... And when I'm a fascination with that singer, like Ozzy, like, Steve Perry. You got these singers like, Bon Scott. All these singers that had a unique voice. Lane Staley from Alice in Chains. I will admit, yes, the new guy that replaced him, give him some credit. Just like the Journey guy. He can do that, do this and that. But guess what? He ain't the original. And it sucks to say. It's sad to say. It's surprising to me, like, AC/DC continued on without Bon Scott as long as they did. The career they did. That was probably one of the only bands that ever really moved and marched on with that fist in the air, punching through the death of Bon Scott. The only band I could see, and to me, like Journey, nothing. I don't see that fist plowing on through for them. No way. And it's just times like that. Even who else is out there? Yes, Skid Row wanted to replace Mr. Sebastian Bach. And where are they now? They still tour. They still do this. They still do that. But even the controversy with Rat. Bobby Bolzer wants to move on without the band for some apparent reason. Don't get back in with the band. That's what they're doing now. Just do your own thing think that singer's gonna take on every song that Stephen Pearcy does and do it better, you're high. You're crazy. All these bands that do this shit is just insane. Just like Skid Row. Whatever they had for an egotistical way of saying, hey, we're gonna replace Sebastian. Screw that guy. You know, it's singers like him and singers like Steve Perry. You know, Sebastian Bach has on him, you know, being the youngest singer to come off and kick off like he did at 21 years old. And he was good. And I remember, the song he did with Rob Halford. Both of them were screaming it up. High-pitched scream. He was good like that. And it's like singers like that, yes, with them high-pitched howling screams, and Steve Perry, well, there you go. But to replace that person when they're still alive, or to, see if you say you're going to get someone better, you're insane. You cannot do it. And, in ways, I'm glad I just watched that because, right, now I know, and then I don't care what anybody says. I can tell Steve Perry, he's still a little bitter about the ordeal of being replaced. I could tell in his speech. I can read him all day, man. Follow that man ever since I could, get my hands on a video and watch interviews and things. And when I listen to a song of a band that I am highly interested in, I tell you right now, I get every pitch, every guitar, every drum, bass, beat stuck in my head. And when I hear it replayed or redone over, just like, say, cover bands. Sometimes they get it right. Sometimes cover albums should have never been made. I can name off some, but I'm not going to do that because I don't want to insult the person, because they are talented and they are top-notch heavy metal people. But I did hear one cover album by Simply the Best, and it just didn't sound right. And that's the thing. You could get someone to top off that, or you can get someone that's completely fail and loudly sound like crap. And that's what this new singer, to me, sounds about right with that. New Journey singer. I mean, like I said, the radio station, I got a hold of wind on that, and they said, oh, maybe Steve Perry didn't want to sing because Steve Perry maybe think the guy is better than him. Oh, hell no. Steve Perry would probably still whoop his ass on the high notes and everything else. Oh, and it's just like to say, who is it? Oh, yeah, there you go. Here's another perfect example. The new singer from American Idol for Queen. Now, man, that's another perfect example. Here's another band that has this, singer come in and they say, oh, he's kind of a little bit better than the original. He can hit this and that. No way. No, I can't see that. I can't even remember the guy's name. But the American Idol guy even being sounding anything like, I can tell you something right now, what would make me do that and what would make me see what they're talking about being better. How about the fact that if this guy's singing for Queen, which I got to check out some songs, if he can't get that rough cut voice like Freddie Mercury used to do, like when he would, singing We Will Rock You, mind you, with that heavier, deep voice he cut in. And then he change it, and then he'll sound like an opera singer, and you know what? I'll be the judge of that, because if that man, the new singer, can't do that deep voice and high pitch, and it's just like the radio station had that too, a competition of playing one of their piecing a band together, all American, top hit band, and they did a Freddie Mercury and Robert Plant. I picked Freddie Mercury, of course, because Robert Plant can't hit them rough cut vocals like Freddie Mercury. Same thing with Steve Perry, that guy with the Journey singer, new guy, can't hit the deep high notes because he's too deep. and, more deeper, say, so pitched. But them are my thoughts and theories. Everybody has their own opinion. Me, I think it's ridiculous of what they did to Steve. And I don't care what anybody says. I still think, just like with the Jonathan Cain comments, this guy's 10 years straight. He won't stop. Steve Perry never did that before. It's like, up yours. You know what? If it wasn't for that guy, you guys think about it. If it wasn't for Steve Perry, your band would have never went. It would have never went. You were 3 albums in. You did 3 albums without that man. Where were you? You weren't platinum. You never went platinum. And it took that man to come platinum. To become. Right. So, therefore, I salute you, Steve Perry. And I do salute the band of Journey. Huge salute. You are in a place where you belong. You do belong in that, all in all, throughout the years of your head-butting bull BS crap and getting, everything all messed up. Because, you know what? I'll leave it at this. Steve Perry comes back 1998. When You Love a Woman album goes number 1. Number 1 on the charts. Boom! New guy, new band, new guy, new album, Where's your album number 1 spot? You know why I paused for a minute? That's why. Because I can't think of something to say about you guys' new singer and whatever new album you got out. Or sold out shows. I laugh at that because I don't even hear your guys' music of the new singer now on the radio. All I hear is Steve. Steve. That's right. Steve Perry. So in my own little crazy world and trying to get through the fucking problems of my life, I just had to throw this one out there. Journey, Steve Perry, you're where you belong. It's too bad it took the Hall of Fame a long time to put you up there, assholes. Anyways, till the next video, you world of YouTube Nation, be safe, take care. And all you Steve haters and whatnot, go watch your new singer. Go listen to his crappy voice. 'Cause I'm not. Steve, can't wait for your new album to come out. I'm going to buy it. Promise. I'll even get it on video when I buy it. Just I'm waiting for the goddamn thing to come out. When is it coming out? Steve, can you comment on my video? I want the new Steve Perry album. Anyways, next video,